Well, hello and good day, and here we are in the new version of September Blue. So, I thought what I'd do now was show you some editing that I do, some basic editing just to fix any mistakes I made when I was recording the guitar. And then we'll go on to choosing the drum tracks and some percussion sounds that I want to duplicate from the original recording. I was not able to get the files back from the original recording that I did about 10 years ago. I deleted them. I think that's sacrilege. I didn't think I'd ever want to go back and redo the song, but I'm kind of glad that I did because I'm able to start really from scratch. So that gives me an opportunity to do that. Although I am going to try and find some of the sounds that I did in the original recording because I thought they really suited this song. And the only reason I'm doing the song over again is because I think I can do a better vocal take this time. And again, I only recorded one acoustic guitar, and I really wanted to make the guitar a featured element and double it up, triple it up in some cases, and really feature the acoustic guitar and just do a better production of it, just to maybe elevate the song a little bit because I think it deserves it. I'll first play you the original song from start to finish, and then from here on out you'll have an idea of what we're trying to do, and then at the end we can see whether I've made an improvement to the song or was it better left alone. And in that case, I'll just post the one that was original. So if you wish to fast forward to the end of the song, if you've already heard the song or you've heard enough of the song, I'll put the timestamp here down below. So enjoy the original version of September Blue. Searching low on my knees in the garden for life this morning. It reaches high for the sun's glance passing overhead. And I too feel its love in my heart when it finds me beaming through the trees in the forest behind me. I turn to it and lift my head delighted. I hold close to this old fence post at the entrance of this garden, familiar and warm to the touch, supportive on this shifting earth. I'm reminded of those no longer home, by a truck passing by on this dusty road. I turn to it and cross the bridge that divides us. And I hear you, I hear your song in the wind chime now, and I'm alone. I feel you, yeah, I feel your love when I see you in September blue, when our very souls collided. I might ascend in the next strong wind above limited bonds of humanity, join you amidst the blue of September's canopy, above the final waltz that the trees do, like us that September. Ooh, I held close to you, too late to say goodbye. Boundaries shift and continents drift, and the world reveals itself differently, like I gave me and you gave you to the waltz of September blue. When comets crash and the landscape changes, yet our love lives on just the same, and it reaches high, and I hear you, I hear your song in the wind chime now, and I'm alone. I feel you, yeah, I feel your love when I see you in September blue. souls collided, our destinies decided, we lifted our heads united. Song in the wind chime now when I'm alone. I feel you, yeah. I feel love when I see you. Oh, and I hear you, yeah. I hear song in the wind chime now when I'm alone. I feel you, yeah. I feel love when I see you. I see you in September. I see you, September blue, September blue. Yeah, I see you, September blue, September blue. Yeah, I see you, September blue, September blue. I see you. All right, so welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the song. So what I'd like to do now is just to go through the guitar parts that I have recorded and fix some of the mistakes. I won't drag you through the entire editing process, but I'll show you one or two examples of what are some of the things I like to fix before moving on. There was a mistake here, or something that was a little slow. This little part right here, you can tell it's a little late right here. So I'm going to copy another piece of this section from a different part of the song and paste it in here, and you won't be able to tell the difference. So I think I'm going to copy this part because it's very similar right here. So I'll just copy this right up to this point, and we'll move back to this part where it's late, and I'll paste it right there. Okay, that works. Before I put the fades in, let's see how good it is. Perfect. Let's put in little fades. Okay, moving on to the next one. All right, so I've come to another part of the song where I'm going to make a little edit. Right here, there's a guitar squeak that I want to keep the squeak in because I think it sounds natural and nice, but it is a bit loud, so I'll let you hear it starting from here. So you heard this. It's on the left. Here it is again. So I'm just going to make a little cut here. And then on the other side of this. And I'm going to turn it down. Let's see what it sounds like at this level. It's there, but I don't want it to be pronounced. I want it to be there, but I don't want it to be pronounced. I think it sounds nice and natural. All right, I'm going to leave that for now. Put in my fades. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to continue to do this until I get everything the way I want. And then we're going to move on to the percussion in the beginning of the song. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to open up Easy Drummer, and I have the Dream Pop expansion, and it has like a woodland drum kit that I'd like to use for the beginning of the song. So I'll get that set up, and I'll see you in just a moment. All right, so here we are again in Pro Tools, and I've done a little bit of prep work. So I've opened a stereo instrument drum track here in Pro Tools, and I've added Easy Drummer as a plugin, and there it is. And I'm going to take you through step by step as for how I am going to come up with my custom drum part, particularly in this example for the end of the song. So I'm going to take us to the final chorus. These drums are the hardest hitting, so I want to work on these drums first because I want the velocity to be right up there, and that way we can make the other drums with less velocity as we build up to this highest point, because we know we can't go any higher than this. So the loudest part of the song, so I'm going to do the drums here first. And here's the reference track, and here's the third chorus marker. Your song in the wind chime now when I'm alone. I feel you, yeah. I feel love when I see you. Oh, and I hear you. Okay, so you notice the hi-hat is very pronounced there. And I really want that sound basically of just two pie plates, just ch-ch-ch-ch. That's what I want. That's what's in this song. And I want to do that probably even more in the new version of that. And so you heard the snare and also the kick drum that we want to emulate. So that being said, I'm going to now mute our reference track. And this is the two acoustic guitar parts that I've already recorded for this chorus part. All right, so it sounds a bit empty now, but we're going to go in and do the drums for that part. So I'm going to open up Easy Drummer. So first of all, I have gone in and chosen some sounds like the snare and this hi-hat. Now, I may change that a little later, but that's very close to what I want. And here's our kick drum. All right. And again, this is the Dream Pop expansion through Easy Drummer. I bought this as a separate add-on to my Easy Drummer program. And I'm using the Anchorwood drum kit. So it has all these really cool sounds. Kind of woodland-like. I know I want to use this sound here. In that one. So I've already auditioned these, and you can change them too. So you can put any of these sounds on any of those buttons. So you can really customize this however you want, and I've already done that. So let's start. Here we are in the search tab for Easy Drummer, and I'm going to tap to find the beat that we want. Okay, so you can see that it's on a tempo that we want, and I've quantize this to 16ths notes, and I'm going to go ahead and do the bass drum first. So that's close, and now I'll put in the snare. Okay. Now the hi-hat. Thank God it quantizes it for you, because sometimes there's some latency issues with this. Okay, so that's very close to what I want for that part of the song. So let's have it show the results. This is very close to what I just put in. It's not exact. I have to do some editing, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So I'll pull this down into the song window. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the edit play style, and I'm going to move the power hand to the hi-hat. Now let's listen to that. Okay. One thing I know I want to do is there's too many hits on this snare. You can see these little ghost hits that happen. Watch. See that? Now I can change that. I've highlighted the snare and I'm going to pull this back and you can watch those dots disappear. So now it's just hitting on the 2 and the 4 and you can actually visually see that, so that makes that good. Also, I want to up the velocity of these drums because I know they're going to be at the end of the song. So what I'll do is select all the drums that are playing in this particular clip, right? And with this velocity knob, I can make it sound like the drummer is hitting even harder, and we want that energy for this part of the song. So let's play this again. Okay, I'm going to leave a little headroom here just in case we want some of those drums to be a little louder, but that gives you an idea. Now we have to fix our bass drum because that's not hitting where I want that to hit. So I'm going to show you what I do when I really want to edit my drums. I'm going to take this piece of MIDI and put it in the piano roll of our drum track here. So I'm going to make this really big so we can see the piano roll, right? First, we're going to go to the part of the song that we want to use it in, and that's the chorus. So we want it to start right there. So I'm going to pull this MIDI clip out of Easy Drummer and import it into our session here. So you can hear these are hitting just a little late. So instead of changing all the guitar parts for now, I'm just going to slide this over to where it's hitting just left of the line. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, that's good. So now let's go find our bass drum, and we can open this MIDI file in a piano roll window, and we can make all our edits here, which is excellent. So let's play it through. We'll find our kick drum. So this bottom row is our kick drum. This is our snare, and we can find our hi-hat down here at the bottom. And the best part about this is you can make any changes to the sounds. Let's say I want to change this hi-hat sound a little later. I found something I like better. I can easily highlight all of these hi-hats and move them to a different hi-hat sound. So we might do that a little later. If I do, I'll show you. But for now, I'm going to edit this kick drum to what we want. So I want to move this over to here because I want it to go bump, 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 ba bump. We're missing one here. And again, we're moving it over just left of the line so it's synchronized with everything else. Also, I'm going to go back and change, see how all the velocities are way up here, and the ones that we're adding on kind of fall below that. I want to make sure they match or in the same ballpark. Here's another one. And we can change the velocities of these new ones all at the same time just by highlighting them. And now we exit out of that and we can look at our MIDI track. Okay, so now that we know we've started a MIDI track here, and we can just build on this, and we can do all of our Easy Drummer work in this window, which for me is a lot easier. And when you open Easy Drummer, you can still use the mixer. You can still control the volume of everything. You still have all of your effects here, your delay and reverb, all of that stuff if you wanted to change. It's there for you to do. It's just a lot easier to make your edits when you do it this way. So now I'm going to go to the beginning of the song and try and find those sounds for that intro, those woodland sounds. And I'm probably going to do that on a separate track because I know that those sounds are going to be heavily affected with reverb and some delay and EQ. So I want to treat them separately. But what we'll first do is find the sounds that we want and put them in the right place and make kind of a loop. So I'll see you in just a moment. So I have finished putting together an intro and some drums for the very first verse. And I'm pleased with the sounds that I've come up with in Easy Drummer for the percussion. I still want to add a few more. I have something very specific in mind that I wasn't able to find, but I've put together kind of a foundation for a beginning. There's a gong, there's a breezy sound that I've used. The second part of the first verse, I have the drums coming in, doing a nice, soft, subtle beat that I really am very happy with. And this is the direction I'm going to take the song in. As I said before, I want this song to be very dependent on the acoustic guitars in the beginning. And at the end, of course, I'm going to have my strings and a lead solo and drums and all of that. The chorus, I plan to have everything just drop out of that first chorus and have just the guitars and the vocal. So it'll be two guitars strumming left and right and a vocal down the center, and that's it. And then everything will come in after that. So I have that planned for the song. So let's give a listen to the intro in the first verse. Okay, so that's the intro in the first verse. But here is the second verse, and I wanted to play this for you because I'm very happy with the soft drums here. So you get the idea. I think that's a very good representation of how I want this song to be. Of course, there'll be vocals, there'll be a bass guitar there, and some other things joining in this very simple verse. And then the first chorus, it'll be just the vocal and these guitars playing, nothing else. So you get the idea. I know I'll be very happy with that. I think the song is going to have a lot of dynamic range, a lot of soft parts, a lot of strong parts. That's what I wanted for this song. So we're heading in the right direction. If you watched this entire video, thank you very much. I think this is a long one because we've fit a lot of different things into this one video, but I do appreciate you hanging out. And if you're a first-time viewer, thank you for watching, and give me a like if you like the video, and please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate new subscribers. I appreciate likes and comments. I'm happy to comment and answer questions. So again, thanks so much for tuning in today. And I know I said I was going to do the bass guitar in this video. But that, of course, wasn't happening. I always bite off more than I can chew with these videos, but we can look forward to putting down the bass guitar and perhaps other guitars in my next video. So I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.